Good morning. We're looking at conditions today that are going to be relatively quieter compared to what we may see on Friday, but we still have the potential for some patchy blowing snow out there and colder air is moving in too. So some conditions we'll have to be cognizant of here if you're going to be traveling. Right now looking pretty quiet in Fargo as we are looking in the south end of town, and you can see that we've got some yellow lights for you here today because of that patchy blowing snow. Just want to use some caution here as we're going through our day, and as temperatures are on the cooler side, not a fun day to be having some car trouble here. Here's a look at conditions across North Dakota. We've got lots of green on the map, and that's exactly what we want to see. But there are places where there are some areas in purple, these hashed areas in purple in northeast and east central North Dakota, and that's an indication of a little bit of snow on the road. And so we may see a little bit of that happening again with the wind picking up for today and some drifting going on. Snowfall is has ended here for us in the valley. We're looking at some clearing across several places, and then out to the west a few flakes over by Minot, and as those clouds move in we'll have to watch to see if that snow holds together and brings us a few flurries as well. But right now mainly just on the dry side and on the breezier side. We've got wind speeds that are about 10 to 20 miles per hour, and there are some cases where we're seeing some gusts into the 20s to near 30 miles per hour. Our latest reports coming in a little bit lower here, so that's good to see this hour, but that will likely pick back up as the day goes along. Northwesterly wind, so even though our temperatures are looking pretty good for the start of our day today, we will have some colder air moving in, and so we just don't see these numbers climb very much. So we're looking at some single digits up north. Grand Forks is at 8 degrees, some teens down south, and Fargo is at 11 right now to begin our day. Factor in some of that wind too, because it does feel like we're below zero in most cases. 3 below your wind chill in Fargo and 9 below in Grand Forks. So here's our hour-by-hour planner today. Again, temperatures don't really go anywhere. We're looking at numbers in the single digits to some teens through the morning. We start with some sun, but you can see clouds maybe taking over for a good portion of the valley as we head into the afternoon. That wind continues out of the north or northwest, gusting into the 20s to about 30 miles per hour. And then we're seeing those temperatures this afternoon, single digits to some teens for highs. And with the winds picking up, our wind chills getting into the teens below zero. Now tonight, there's going to be a surge of cold in between these clippers, the one that we've seen move through and the next one to come. And so here's a look at that. 10 o'clock tonight, starting to slide below zero, and then all of us end up into that sub-zero range to start off the morning tomorrow. Not just that, but teens to some low 20s below, and in these pink numbers here, your wind chills into the 20s and 30s below coming up. So a cold start to your Thursday. Thursday night is when that next clipper moves in. So we're looking at that snow approaching late Thursday night. Gradually that will move through overnight. As we're waking up tomorrow, the wind is picking up, blowing around any of that snow that we saw move through in the night before. That's with the warm front, and then we are familiar with this. The cold front moves through later into Friday afternoon and evening, and the wind turns northwesterly. And all the while, we have the potential for some pretty strong wind speeds and some blowing snow and very low visibility on Friday. So continuing to track that storm on our first alert weather day. Once that clears, though, the weekend does look better. We will see a chance for some snow Saturday, but temperatures into the 20s, not too bad here for this coming weekend. But Friday, another tough one.
So Saturday, pretty decent temperatures to again snow blow and again shovel like we do weekly around here, it feels.
Bi-weekly, even. We're rather like twice a week is what I mean. Yeah, it's been like one event and then the cold, and then in a week we usually see 2 clippers, it seems like.
Back at it. All right, Lisa, thank you this morning.